This week on Tips and Tricks, 5 tips for Mulaka.
We're going to get to chat with Mixer partner Cassieofc. I see you in chat.
There you go, and we've got all the news.
All the news, all of this and more on this week's Tips and Tricks. My mic was off.
Once again, Ethan's mic is not on.
I've never done that. Not one time.
Not on Tips and Tricks. You did it on This Week in Esports.
Did I?
Yeah.
I
and
don't
so
count it.
now we
I
are
don't count it.
tied for the number of times where our mic was not on. I feel good. I'm learning.
God, I'm so angry. Is yours off? Was yours off?
No, mine is on.
Oh, I thought she was giving you like a signal like yours is off too. Crap!
What are you doing? Anyway, welcome to Tips and Tricks, the #1 show on all of the internet.
I don't think that's true.
I'm Malik Prince.
I'm Ethan Rothamel, and this is the show that helps you get the most out of your gaming experience.
That's right. We'll give you tips on the latest features and tricks on tackling the newest games.
No matter where you play.
We're having a tough time getting this.
It's a fun day, dude.
It is. It is.
You've,
it's our 41st episode,
Well,
so
there's
we're
my kid.
getting up there. What I have to say is I just drank coffee. I never drink coffee before the show.
Yeah. He
but
also, then, immediately after, you dared me to chug an energy drink,
Yes.
which I don't drink energy drinks, but I was feeling a little sluggish today. You know, it's been a busy
you
day. at
always
work.
drink energy drink. I always see you drinking.
No, I don't drink energy drinks. I like coffee. I don't drink energy drinks.
Whatever.
I don't know what constitutes an energy drink. I don't
Sure.
know. I'm not your monster, your rock star guy. I'm
Sure.
more of a sip of coffee.
Okay.
You know, maybe a gamer sup or G Fuel every once in a while.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever you say. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody in chat. You see PT Barpun, Valencis, of course, always in there. Mr. Teal.
Mr. Teal.
We got Mr. Stokey G. All of you
good to see you
fantastic
guys.
people, thanks for joining. And if you haven't followed, be sure to hit that follow button right up top there. We'll wait.
Well, wait.
I'm just going to wait for you to do it.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to go home and play Sea of Thieves or anything.
That's right. That's a transition.
That is.
But
We got a lot to talk about.
We're not going to talk about that just yet. We got a lot of news, and we're going to start with Fortnite Battle Royale Blitz.
Is that what it's called? Fortnite Battle Royale
Is that the
Blitz?
mobile?
I think so, yeah. So if you guys have been sleeping under rocks the past week, both Fortnite and PUBG, what was that?
I don't know.
That was the awesome noise. Both Fortnite and PUBG came out with mobile games.
Yes.
I don't know if any of you have checked it out or how you feel about that, but it's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Fortnite first. So in Fortnite,
Okay.
the circle's already been established, and the ring closes a bit faster in the mobile game.
Ooh, what does that mean that the circle's already been established? Is that like...
So I think you see it from the get-go. You see the ring. At the very beginning, you see the ring. I've only played one round, and I was like too busy with the controls to even check that. So to
That's
be honest, I didn't
interesting.
know that was a thing.
So like you see the first ring, you don't see where each ring is going to be, right?
Who knows?
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's only available on iOS right now through invitation. It might have released GA. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not on Android.
Yeah.
Which what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Hey, but PUBG's out on Android.
It's fine. I'll play that instead. I'm just saying. But yeah, Fortnite. Runaway success.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the past week, was that last week?
Yeah.
Drake streaming with
Ninja?
Yeah.
That was last week.
Did we talk about that?
Not really.
Oh, maybe it
I think
happened
so.
after the show. But
Yeah.
yeah, that is this game has like just taken over in the sort of public
It's a phenomenon.
opinion. Yeah.
Well, it's because it's like I was talking with some coworkers about like, so in my mind, PUBG, like the core gameplay is fun,
Yeah,
right? And
it is
it was
fun.
a phenomenon, and people like loved it and exploded. But it was really only for PC gamers, and it's very difficult. There's a steep learning curve. And Fortnite took PUBG and added a little Mary Poppins.
Sure.
In the sense
A
of
little
like
Mary
little
Poppins.
chitty chitty bang bang.
Sure. Okay.
That's you know,
Okay.
and in the sense that like it's for everybody. It's free. We're shooting pop cap guns at cartoons.
Sure.
Having a good time.
Everybody
And-
jumping around like
but
rabbits.
Exactly.
I don't like that part. I don't like
No,
that
you
part.
don't. You don't
But
like the
they
jump
beat.
shotters.
I don't like it. But they beat PUBG to console.
Yeah.
And that was super important and free, like you mentioned. Those two were like the biggest things because if I wasn't sure if I liked Battle Royale, this allowed me to play it on my console and play it before PUBG was available. And
Totally.
Once you do
big
that,
deal.
and the developer, or Epic, is fantastic. They've been putting out amazing updates. So to see it on mobile and see that a bunch of people can now try it who maybe didn't have consoles, as soon as you go mobile, you open yourself to a whole new audience. And so this is going to be great for Fortnite.
So if you have iOS, be sure to. I think you can still sign up. Otherwise, check it out. If not, you could still try the PUBG one. That's also in beta on iOS and Android, I believe. Definitely Android. I think iOS.
PUBG?
Yeah.
It's out now on both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Full
definitely
release.
try them out. Yeah.
Have you played it?
I have, and I will say this: we were talking about it yesterday. Everybody did awesome in the first game of PUBG on mobile. I don't know if you saw this, but like. They came out and said
I came in second.
he came in second.
So you know something was amiss.
I got first. Matt Salsa got first.
Yeah.
And we were all like in the office like, oh yeah,
we're
man,
so good.
So good. So
Yeah.
good. And then they tweeted that your first mobile game is with bots.
Is it the first one or is it like?
I think it's the first one.
Okay, just the first.
I don't know. Is there more?
I don't know. I don't
thought it
know
was just
because they actually mentioned that beforehand. And the thing about it is, I will say this: PUBG is definitely more hardcore than Fortnite. And so I think what they were trying to do is they didn't want to make it so that your first impression of the game is that this is ridiculously hard and you're playing against pro people. Even though it's on the phone, there are some pro players who will transition so they can slaughter everybody else.
Yeah, you can also like emulate, like you can hook up a controller.
Exactly. So they didn't want that to be the case, and so I see why they added the bots.
Most
However,
definitely.
there should be an option: one, to turn it off; two, tell people that so they don't feel great about their second place victory.
And then gloat to everyone in the office and until like someone, Kiefer, I'll say it was Kiefer, dropped an email like, hey, by the way, not to burst your bubble, but you played against bots, you idiot.
Oh yeah, those people were
like,
great these past few hours, 24 hours.
It was crushing.
They're like, just so you know, bots were in the game, so you didn't do that well.
Yeah, so great. Yeah,
Very hurtful.
It's like when you get that B and you come home and show your parents and they're like, well, it's not an A.
It's not an A. And you're like,
oh,
okay,
I'm 6.
Yeah. That's how my parents were. Yeah.
I don't know about your parents.
That's why I am the way I am. Anyway, so go get those games. Battle Royale taking over mobile, and that's great. So let's move on. Let's talk about A Way Out.
Okay.
It's coming out March 23rd, and it's about 2 guys trying to get out of prison.
Yeah.
And so as you can see, can I say something? We need to get Joseph Ferris on the show. Is there some way to do that? He's the guy, if you don't remember, from the Video Game Awards who was a little jet-lagged, if you will.
Yeah, no other reason.
Yeah, and he had a certain opinion on the Oscars. Anyway, if we can get him on the show, that would be great.
That would be hilarious. I want him to come on and just say F Twee this week in esports.
I'll pay him like $10.
They can never come back from that. I'll make ripping on us. And if you don't know that, we have a nice little rivalry with Twee.
Yeah, and we're the much better show. But anyway, A Way Out is awesome. Oh, there goes Kate. Yeah.
Whoops.
We didn't mean for you to see this. Anyway, A Way Out. It's coming out March 23rd. That's very soon, and it's a game about 2 people trying to escape prison. The cool part about this game is it's entirely playable in co-op, and so even if you're playing online, it'll be split screen. And so they really want you to be able to see what the other person is doing. And I'm sure they have.
It's important.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure they'll have a few gameplay mechanics that work with that. But also, if you play online, only one person has to have the game. And so that's hugely important for a game like this to really get that exposure where they just want people to play the game.
Yeah.
And I love, one more thing, that I love that EA is trying something new with a new IP that's not necessarily multiplayer focused, but it's a good old-fashioned story.
Yeah.
I miss the story
We
games.
need that. EA needs more of that. I miss Bad Company.
Yeah. Oh.
Good call out, though.
Bad Company, where are you?
I'm glad you're so excited for this. This comes out like next week,
Very
right?
soon.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's being drowned out by Sea of Thieves and Far Cry.
Far Cry 5,
So that's sad.
Drowned out. Nice pun, by the way.
I make puns unintentionally. That was not
You didn't catch that?
No,
Oh my God, that was perfect.
My brain's a little slow to the draw. Yeah.
But anyway, so A Way Out comes out, I think, next week. Or maybe, is it a few days after Far Cry or is it on Tuesday?
23rd.
23rd, okay.
So Far Cry is the 27th. So
Got
before.
it.
Yeah.
So, wow, 3 days. So it comes out this week. Jeez, 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
Malik.
Can we do
Couch co-op?
Couch co-op?
That'd be a fun one.
Somebody get on that,
would
maybe?
be a fun one.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. Obviously, we talked about PUBG and Fortnite, but Soul Calibur 6 had some awesome news.
So cool.
Geralt of Rivia, or Gerald, if you like to piss people off on the internet.
And be wrong.
And be wrong. Raise his hand. Is coming to Soul Calibur.
This is so cool. If you remember, Soul Calibur 2, which was on the PS2, GameCube, and PlayStation, PS2, GameCube, and Xbox.
Yes.
Each of them had their own special character.
Yep.
Xbox had Spawn.
Yep.
GameCube had Link. And then PlayStation had
Tenchi.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was
the weakest one for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Easily. And I was on PlayStation at the time, and I could not have been more disappointed to see Spawn and Link. And I had Tenchi. He fights with his fists. It's so boring.
Exactly. But now they're bringing back specialized characters, and this time, CD Projekt Red has been grateful enough to allow Geralt of Rivia. Rivia. Sorry, messed it up.
Fine.
But that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is really good. And if you watch the trailer, like if you're a fan of Witcher, the trailer's great because his fighting style is fluid. It looks just like the games.
Really?
His spells are great. Like they captured him as a warrior, like close up. Like it looks, I was gushing hard.
Yeah?
They even added the one thing that was terrible about The Witcher, the music, in the sense that like
I
when it's
love the
playing that.
music.
Really?
Yeah.
You're fighting a ghost, and everything's
The
intense,
bagpipes?
and all of a sudden you hear, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to kill this ghost.
That's just so funny because that was a great representation.
It was. Thank you.
That's way better than your John Cena. Can we hear your John Cena?
No, we'll get that later.
Okay. Jeez. I won't forget. I will not forget.
I know you won't.
So yeah, pick up Soul Cat. Is he available as a character now, or is it coming?
It's not.
out soon?
I don't think he's out just yet.
Okay. Well, when it comes out,
Coming soon.
utilize
Coming
it.
soon.
Yeah. And I will not grab the sword because it's very.
It's very sharp.
Yeah, it's very sharp. Listen. Watch this. Watch this.
Ooh.
Ouch. See what happens?
Very convincing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, all this stuff you see here is because we're celebrating the launch of launches.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves is out today. What are you looking for? What were you trying to do?
I had a prop and I don't have
it's
it
in front
anymore.
of your computer.
Oh, here it is.
There you go. Hold on, guys. We can't talk about Sea of Thieves just yet.
Ow.
Missed.
There we are.
Nice.
Ahoy, mateys.
Very good.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Good. Nice job.
today.
So that's out today. Yeah, I don't know if it unlocked last night. It is all the rage. The internet is talking about it like crazy, and it seems like it's actually getting some mixed reviews right now.
Really?
Like a lot of people aren't super pumped, and I have a few choice words for those people.
What are your choice words, Ethan?
I think you are not understanding the core game of Sea of Thieves. I think at its core, Sea of Thieves is a fun sandbox for pirates, and it just an open world for you to explore. And there's no story-driven experience. It's not purely story. It doesn't guide you like a traditional game, but it leaves you to your own devices in the sense that like the players are the content.
Sure.
And so I encourage you all to go out there and role play. Do not talk in party chat. Get on
Game
mic.
chat.
Use proximity chat. I've made friends. I've gotten in the craziest fights where we've been talking like trash at each other while we fight. I've made friends that like helped each other find treasure. It is like this beautiful world that they've built that we just get to explore together. And
Yeah.
at its core, that's all it is. And that's all it needs to be. We can roleplay. We make the story. It doesn't need anything else.
That's what it is. You make the story. Somebody asked the developers or Rare once, like, is this game going to have a story? And to your point, yeah, you make the story.
Yeah.
And I think those are some great experiences. I can't talk to you with this on. I can't see anything. But yeah, that's a great point. And I will also say that rant was a little different than the one you had before, but it was much.
I know. Was it
better.
worse? Better?
It was nicer.
It was kinder, yeah,
Yeah, it
less
was-
curse words.
wow.
Not all games need to be the same formula, and I think it's a very unique
right.
take. I think it's super fun. It's beautiful, like unbelievably beautiful, and I encourage you all to check it out for $10 with Game Pass. Like, why the hell not?
Yeah,
You
it
know?
is unbelievably beautiful. I have a OLED TV in 4K with HDR. That is probably one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. Like the sunsets in that game, oh my God, they are insane.
Oh.
It's
It's
insane.
stunning. It's stunning. Yeah, I was taking screenshots like left and right.
Yeah.
Like I spent probably half the night just taking screenshots.
And the thing is, nobody's ever as impressed of your screenshots as you are.
You are.
But it's fine. You should still take them.
It's
It's
true. I
great.
always like tweet. I tweeted one out yesterday. I was like, "This is gonna get 1,000 likes, like
Yeah.
minimum."
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, you can
23.
use close enough. Thank you. Maybe. But you can use those as backgrounds on your Xbox. So take them, enjoy them for yourself. And if people happen to like it, then so be it.
Yeah, and of course, people are loving the grind. You know, they're just grinding out treasure chests, get the treasure, get off the island, get back. I highly encourage you to explore islands because I have found unbelievable landmarks. I don't want
Really?
to spoil anything, but there's crazy statues. There's moments that can trigger just by exploring islands. There's really cool Easter eggs, references to real pirates and and developers and fans of the community members
Yeah?
and stuff.
Oh, that's
Just
nice.
explore. It is a beautiful game.
Yeah,
and a true adventure.
That's great. I didn't get to play it because I'm still moving. So,
Oh, God. Are you
yeah,
playing it
nobody
tonight?
cares about that, I know. But I'm just saying, I'm still moving. Also, actually, I might not be playing it tonight because, quick plug, if you're in Bellevue, Washington, if you're in Washington and you happen to be watching this, who knows how many people that is. But the Xbox Ambassadors team will be at the Bellevue Microsoft store for the Sea of Thieves launch.
In the mall?
In the mall.
Nice.
And so we're going to have games, we're going to have prizes, we're going to have food. So if you're not in Washington, hop on a flight real quick and come on down.
And
Yes.
come on down.
Come on down.
That's awesome.
So
No,
yeah,
that'll
be
be
sure
fun.
to stop by. Like I said on Twitter, I'm forfeiting my nap, so you know it's important. There you go.
Great.
Yeah.
No, nice job.
Yeah.
That was a good plug. Actually, that sounds awesome. I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people are gonna like it.
Hopefully. And so again, Sea of Thieves is out today. If you don't feel like if you're not sure if you're going to like the game, be sure to get Xbox Game Pass. Because one, I think you start off with a 14-day trial so you can play the game. But even if you don't have your trial, it's only $10 for Game Pass. You get over 100 games, including Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves and State of Decay, which is coming in a couple months.
That's right. May 22nd.
Yeah, pretty good value.
So,
That's good. That was good. Pulled it out of your butt.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's the news. A lot of mobile games, a lot of Sea of Thieves.
Exciting times. We're starting to ramp up.
Yeah.
Ramp up in the game releases, then it's E3, then it's that anticipation of the fall games. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. I'm excited for East, too, because East is sooner, and there's usually some really fun demos there, too.
I can't go.
You're not going?
No. I know.
I'll be at East, everybody. Can't wait to see y'all.
Wow, way to rub it in.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Anyway, moving on. I have a question for you, Malik. Have you ever wondered about the majestic culture of the Tarahumara tribe?
I'm so glad. No, and I'm so glad you had to read this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, you had to say words like that one word, Tarahumara, Korima, Orira, basically words I can't pronounce. So I'm really excited to see this voiceover.
He skipped over every single one. Not so easy, is it? Because you're about to hear me butcher every single one of them. Here are our 5 tips for Malacca. Taking place in what is now the state of Chihuahua, Mexico, Malacca takes you on a journey through the strong and beautiful culture of the Tarahumara tribe. You play as Malacca, a Sukurame. It is Malacca's sole mission to stop the destruction of the world and save humanity. But in order to do so, Malacca must seek the help of the demigods to assist in his journey to prove that humanity is not corrupt and indeed worth saving. Here are 5 tips to help you through this dangerous yet breathtaking world. Tip number 1, stay stocked. Throughout your playthrough of Malacca, you'll gain the ability to craft different types of potions, each requiring a certain plant to be collected. Do your best to keep these potions fully stocked at all times. There are many battles in the world where you're trapped in a ring of sorts and unable to grab materials needed to replenish your potions, and these battles can be brutal, so be sure to scavenge often. Luckily, Malacca automatically crafts the item once you've collected the supplies needed. When searching for these plants, keep an eye out for green patches. These patches tend to hold the supplies you need. Plus, these plants respawn rather quickly, so walk around, and when you return, there may be more for you to harvest. Tip number 2, shadows. Under Malacca's cultural roots is an amazing action-adventure platformer. And like any 3D platformer, it can be difficult to traverse the land and reach new heights. Early on, you'll gain the blessing of your first demigod, who will give Malacca the ability to turn into an ivory-billed woodpecker. Though gliding can make some platforming easier, it can be harder to judge where to land, especially from a bird's eye view. This is where you can use your shadow to guide you. While Malacca is airborne, you'll be able to see your shadow on the ground beneath you. Using this, you can easily judge when you're over an object and able to leave the transformation to land. Watching your shadow is key to platforming accurately. Tip number 3, upgrades. After reaching Pakime, you'll meet Owi Ruami, who not only introduces you to the Chia plant, but also offers to enhance your equipment and your inner attributes in exchange for Korima you've collected. Glancing at the upgrade table, it doesn't seem like there's too much to upgrade, but where this game lacks in quantity, it makes up in quality. Each ability is a massive boost overall. Start off with the soul boosting upgrade first. They will increase the amount of hits Malacca can take and save you a lot of soul potions in the long run. Some of these upgrades can be on the expensive side, but if you keep an eye out for Korima pots during your travels, then you shouldn't have an issue. If you are having trouble finding Korima, you can use your Sukurame vision to spot nearby pots. Tip number 4, history lesson. Malacca has 2 types of collectibles scattered throughout the world, spirits and artifacts. These collectibles can be easily missed as they have no visual indicator when they're nearby. You must keep your eyes open as you explore and scout an area. You can spot spirits by using your Sukurame vision. These spirits will speak with you and give you insight about the world. Finding an artifact will give you a little bit more insight into the Tarahumara culture and what significance the object held. These objects can only be found by approaching and interacting with them. Checking your map will tell you how many are left within a specific area, so happy hunting! Tip number 5, dodge through. Sometimes the battles in Malacca can get a bit overwhelming, and keeping your souls intact can become a struggle. Dodging becomes a primary survival technique in times like these. Some enemies even require dodging to reveal their weak points. However, dodging isn't straightforward. So while invading an enemy to the sides may be instinctual, some enemies have a far enough reach to still hit you. Surprisingly, the best way to dodge these enemies is by taking them head-on and dodging towards them, allowing you to begin your attack. The art style and gameplay has a Spyro-esque action-adventure vibe. Plus, Lienzo did a fantastic job staying as accurate to the culture as possible. From consulting experts who've studied the culture, to speaking to actual Tarahumara tribesmen. All to ensure the Tarahumara myths and legends were well represented. This level of research speaks volumes while playing through the game and gives an interesting perspective on a culture many might not have known about. So go out there and prove to the demigods that humanity might just be worth saving. And if not for humanity, do it for the pheasants.
That noise you heard was Ed, who hasn't been on the show in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so welcome back to our co-host.
I was gonna say it's probably been a pretty smooth sailing for the last 2 episodes.
That's what it was. I was wondering why our
what-
show
what-
went
what-
by
what was
without a
missing?
hitch.
Yeah. In any case, yeah, that was a good Sea of Thieves one too, by the way. We're wasting a lot of time today, though. We have a very special guest today, and we're going to be using Skype to bring him in here. Please welcome Mixer partner Cassieofc.
Cassie, what's up? Everybody give it up for
Hi.
Cassie.
Cassie, it's so great to see you. Thank you
How
so much.
are you?
Good. I'm really good. I'm really excited to be on here, so thanks for having me.
Yeah, totally. First off, happy birthday. I hear it's your birthday today. Is that true?
Oh, it was the 16th. It was
Oh,
the
it was the
16th. So
16th.
you're very close.
Classic
4 days.
Ethan.
Classic me. I'm always late
But
for
you're
birthday.
close.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated.
Thank you.
I love that you can add the word belated to anything, and it automatically makes it so they can't be mad at you anymore.
That's true.
It's such a wonderful use of
Exactly.
But then it's
language.
also always true, because technically it'll always be after your birthday.
Yeah.
No
So you
matter
can say,
what.
oh, hey, Malik, happy belated
Yeah, and
birthday.
I'd be like, thanks.
It was 2 months ago.
I'm breaking things.
What did you not go over?
Anyway, before we jump in, Cassie, can you tell us a bit, for people who haven't seen your streams, tell us about who you are and what you do here on Mixer.
So, hi guys, I'm Cassieofc, and I play a variety of games. I also do some karaoke occasionally, which is me singing to songs that I hope you guys will sing along to at home. And you can also expect crazy dancing on my stream from time to time, like these things, like yeah. But that's basically it. Fortnite, PUBG, all kinds of things.
Nice. That
Something
is
for everyone,
awesome.
really.
I like the use of instruments. I can appreciate that. So you said you're a variety caster. What have you been playing lately?
A lot of Fortnite. I've been really getting into that. I know that sounds like I used to play a lot of PUBG, but I really got into Fortnite. It's just so colorful, and I have this pink bear skin, and it's great.
Nice. So what kind of tips would you recommend for Fortnite for us that suck?
Okay. Best tip for me is figure out what kind of player you are, whether you are kind of a player that likes to fight, or whether you're a player that kind of like just loots a house in the back and then sneaks up in the top 5 and then pows everyone. But and
Yeah, he is
and
not.
mostly if you want to get better at the aiming, make sure you fight a lot. I know that
Ooh.
can be scary if you don't like that, but make sure you pick a lot of fights, because you'll get better at the aim, and eventually you'll do
Yeah.
things and you'll be like, wow, I actually killed someone.
Nice. Yeah, it always helps to get the jump on somebody. That's actually great advice, and the same advice we offered up for PUBG was that like you gotta practice. You gotta go
Yeah.
kill people if you're ever
Yeah.
gonna get better. So that's really good advice.
That's true. That's good
Is your
advice.
stuff all fixed, by the way? Because you've been having a time.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, Cassie, great to finally hear you. So what have you learned over your time streaming here on Mixer? What are some of the things you've picked up?
Oh, okay. Mostly play what you want to play. Don't play what you think people will watch, but play what you like, because your community watches what, they want to see you happy. They don't want to see you play something you don't really like. So that's the main, and try and always be original and improve yourself. So sometimes look back at your streams and go like, okay, what did I do here? Did that go right? Kind of, evaluate yourself, and yeah, be original, play things you like mostly, and socialize, because this community is really great. So make sure you stop by a lot of other streamers and say hi to them, get to know them. Yeah, you can make a lot of new friends.
Oh, so
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been streaming for?
In total,
Yeah.
so I think I started at about 2014. I just
Oh, nice.
occasionally streamed.
Sure.
April 27th, I came to Mixer last year, and I just loved it. I just loved it ever since. I kind of looked around the platform and I was like, I never looked back. I just started streaming here and I really enjoyed it. Everyone welcomed me with open arms and it was great. So yeah,
That's awesome.
I just stayed and I've never regret that.
So with if you started on the 27th, wow, that's
Almost
that's
a year.
long,
Happy
yeah,
early
Yeah,
next
it's
anniversary.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good call out. But you've been streaming since 2014. What I'm curious, what is like one thing you would tell yourself in 2014 that you know now?
Ooh.
Switch to Mixer earlier.
Yeah.
That's not, no. What is one thing that I would tell myself? That's very deep. That's
I know.
I
Sorry.
actually know. Okay, so something really real. People in real life found out that I streamed, and they actually bullied me for it on my university. And I actually stopped streaming for a while because I was super scared of like the hate and whatnot. And then one day I just kind of turned around and I was like, why would I be embarrassed for streaming or for doing something that I like? If those people cannot accept that, then they don't deserve my time. So that's something that I would, I would totally tell myself then, like, hey, don't think about a hater. It's like they're gonna hate anyway. Just do what you like, and this is what I like. So why shouldn't I be allowed to do that?
You're
Yeah.
getting snaps from everybody. in the
Everyone, I
room,
heard the
Cassie.
director in the back like, ooh.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. Screw the haters. You know.
Screw the haters.
Mhm,
Exactly.
That's what I gotta say. Now I'm interested. I haven't asked this question to too many people, but I want to know what is your favorite game of all time, Cassie?
Oh no, that's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Final Fantasy was like
Which one?
Final
Which one?
Fantasy, and then that's another one.
Yeah, see? It's
I
deep.
would say like it's very deep. I'd say 8 or 10. Those were like my favorite ones. They were like one of my first games I played as well. So that would be like of all time, like my childhood kind of thing growing up would be Final Fantasy games. Yes.
I love that you
Awesome.
mentioned 10 because everybody says 7 or
Everyone
8.
says 10,
and,
7,
and,
yeah.
and 10
Yeah,
is
no,
like
I
that.
love
I think
10.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite one, and no
Really?
one picks that one. So thank you, Cassie. That is
Really?
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 ruled.
There we go.
Oh yeah, your plants
Ed
holding
would
up
like
all
to
right?
know about your plants and if they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're hanging in.
Do they get enough water? Is what he wants to know. I think they look great.
What?
Your plants.
Your plants.
What I think? Oh, yeah, my plants.
Yeah, you have a lot of
looking
plants
great,
behind you.
yeah. We do, yeah. I guess I completely didn't think of that. I was like, wait, what? Are you asking me? But yeah, no, they're doing great. They're doing great.
Nice. You came here expecting a streaming interview, and we want to know about your green
botany.
thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, botany. Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
What can I say? I'm
yeah.
a smart boy. Anyway, Cassie, we have our traditional tips and tricks question, and it's a tough one.
Okay.
If you thought your favorite game of all time
Oh,
question was
okay.
tough, I hope you're ready for this one.
Okay.
If you could invite 3 video game characters, only 3, any off the top of your head,
Oh no,
to
that's
dinner.
hard.
who would they be and why?
Oh, okay. One I know. One would be Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
I also named my parrot after her. So
Wow.
if you guys know
Oh.
my parrot, Yuna. She's adorable and she's named after the Final Fantasy
Oh,
X
nice.
character. That would be one, and it would be awesome. She could summon all her like beasts, and it would be great. I could
yeah.
fly away on that. No, that'd be
That's not-
great.
that sounds
Great, and
terrifying.
have dinner.
That does sound kind of scary.
Then I would invite Mario. 'cause
Oh, of course.
I just think that'd be fun. I like he
be
can
fun?
punch me some gold blocks in it, like, you know.
Yeah, he just
I
seems
think
so
it would-
excited for everything. Like,
Yeah.
we're having garlic
Yeah,
bread.
it's like-
Woohoo!
Yeah, fair.
Nice. All right.
And the third one, oh god, that's very tough.
Everyone gets tripped up on the third one.
It's hard.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very hard. Can I just invite you guys instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll fight over the last. There's
Yeah.
only one seat.
Yes.
I'm cool.
So-
Can you?
I'll invite
Ooh.
you too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But if there's only one piece of garlic bread
You guys
left,
want
I
to
get
see
it.
the parrot?
Yeah. Let's see the. Can
If
you
it's
see the
not
bird?
too
Is
much-
it hard?
If it's not too much trouble.
Give me like 10 seconds. Well,
Yeah.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that
30
works.
Be right
seconds.
back.
Okay.
I actually, when she said that she named her parrot Yuna, I thought she said parent, like her mother or father.
Sure.
And I was like, you can do that?
Yeah, you can name. Well,
I didn't know you can name your parents.
it's,
Yeah.
that's true. But what I'll say is, she loves Final Fantasy X more than you, because what have you named after a character in Final
That's a
Fantasy?
good call. That's a good call.
Oh my
Oh,
it's a bird. It's a parrot. Nice. There you go, chat.
What?
Look how adorable.
That's like Sea of Thieves IRL.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
that
the
is
first
so-
time I played Sea of Thieves, I had her with me.
What?
That is
You.
taking immersion to a new level.
What a cool animal.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird. That was a Dumb and Dumber reference,
She is
wasn't it?
so pretty.
That is
Nice.
very pretty.
You're so pretty. We think you're pretty. Go shake your feathers.
Noise.
Do
Is
it.
Yeah, what's it like? What's it like having a
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Do it.
Look,
Almost.
showing
close.
off. So what's it
Almost.
like owning a parrot? I can't say that I've always wanted a
Oh.
parrot, but it's interesting. It's intriguing.
Up until 5 minutes ago, I've always wanted a parrot.
What's it like? Is it noisy?
It's a joy.
Yeah.
She is like she sings with me and she talks a lot. So in the morning she'll say like good morning and she'll say good evening. She'll talk throughout the day. If she thinks the house is dirty, she'll tell me to vacuum clean. Or if she thinks her cage is empty. Like if she thinks her cage is too dirty, she'll just go like clean my cage. It's
Ah.
just things like that. It's very funny. Or she wolf whistles at me. Like it's great. It's good confidence. She'll say
Yeah.
like, "Hi, pretty girl." I'm like, "Huh."
Call me crazy, Cassie, but I think there's a human stuck in your parrot's body.
yeah, that is. We need to take it to a doctor
Yeah, for
immediately
sure.
because there's something deeper here.
Yeah, it's just a it's a
That's
beautiful
so
bird.
cute.
Anyway, Cassie, this has been fantastic. Oh, look at precious, precious. My heart's just breaking into tiny little pieces. Cassie,
It is.
for people who haven't seen your streams, where and when can we find you?
Mixer.com/Cassieofc, and you can find me in PT. It's oh, you guys went ahead in the time, didn't you? Or did you go?
Oh,
Oh, you did.
yeah.
Forward,
So
go back.
Yeah.
usually it would be 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So now you'd have to think an hour
1 to
ahead. then,
5.
So
Okay.
1 to 5.
1 to 5. Then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trust me, we hate it too.
Yeah.
Soon it'll
apology.
be 12 to 4 again.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Nice.
So
Well,
it's just 12 to 4.
that's awesome.
There we
That is
are.
awesome. Thank you so much. You've been a real treat. This is it's been an
Yeah.
awesome interview.
That's so precious. Everyone, give it up for Cassie.
Cassie.
Thank you, Cassie. We'll see you.
Oh, you guys.
See you on Mixer, Cassie.
Gosh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
What?
great. That was our first live animal, right? There's a little fuzzy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe a cat here and there, but they don't count.
Oh, that's-
they're barely alive.
He's right, but also send your hate mail to him.
Throw it on the gauntlet.
I do hate cats, but how can you compare a cat to a parrot? Because that is like a very unique
Very
pet.
precious, except when they poop.
I could rip your jugular
Y-
open.
yeah,
Kill you.
that
That's-
parrot would kill me.
That's
maybe.
terrifying. Oh my God. It's time to move on to our top 5 lists.
Wow, already we're there.
Yeah.
It's been a good episode so
Yeah,
far.
I'm feeling good, chat. How are you feeling? I want to make sure that you guys are. Do you need a drink? Do you need like water? I can get you something. Tell me in the chat. Never mind. Keep going.
All right, let's dive into these lists. We got a lot. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about top 5 paid games on the Microsoft Store.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. What is number 5? It is Dying Light: The Following Enhanced Edition.
So that is the Enhanced Edition. So that should have everything in Dying Light if you haven't played Dying Light.
Yeah.
Fantastic game. It was kind of flew under the radar. Not a lot of people played it. You're having a lot of issues.
No. I'm not having issue. I'm just taking my earpiece off. Here's the thing. Dying Light actually had a lot of players, and we talked about this before. But the game released in January of 2016, 17.
Yeah,
I can't
16,
remember.
I think.
And because of its release date, or the time frame that it released in, many players who may not have purchased it if it was in Q4 of the calendar year purchased the game, and it sold millions.
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot
did
of people
well.
did try it.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah,
well,
it
that's
was-
good because it was phenomenal.
Was it
Like,
phenomenal?
phenomenal.
Yeah, it did a lot.
One of the phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
One of the best zombie games I've ever played. Anyway, moving in the list, we got number 4, Just Cause 3 XL Edition. What year is this list coming from?
What's happening? I guess there was a sale or something.
There must have been.
Yeah. Just Cause had a really cool grapple hook, huh?
It did. You didn't play Just... Oh.
No.
Just Cause was a sandbox for the
No, I know what
insane.
it is. I know what it is. I just didn't play it. But
Yeah.
yes, the game's performance wasn't the best when it came out.
Yeah.
And in fact, if I remember right, there was someone clocked the load time at up to 10 minutes
Yeah,
long.
it's a long load time.
Yeah, that's not great. But
But there's been significant updates.
Exactly. So I'm sure the game is a lot better now, and it has a really cool like locomotive kind of thing where it's very easy and it's XL.
And you
for
can
whatever that
can
counts.
grapple attach 2 planes to each other and they just spin in a circle. So what more could you
Had
want in
some
a
really
video
cool
game?
physics in that game.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to number 3, it is Dark Souls 3, the Deluxe Edition.
Also a fantastic game.
Also not released this year or
No, yeah,
Last
seriously,
year.
what is this list? That is amazing.
yeah.
Dark Souls 3, another game. If you like beating your head against the wall, it is a great one to do that with. But seriously, all jokes aside, would highly recommend if you like the Dark Souls series. 3 was great and really spooky.
really spooky.
Good DLC as well.
By the way, somebody recently, I don't know, did we talk about it on the show? Somebody recently played through all 3 Dark Souls games without taking 1 hit.
Yes,
in a row.
That was that guy.
Insane.
He's a huge Twitch streamer, and he's a bit. All he does is run through Dark Souls, like and Bloodborne.
Yeah,
all of them.
So if you didn't know, if he took a hit, he would start from the first game, beginning of the first game, all
Very
over.
beginning.
So he went through all 3 games without taking a hit.
A single hit. And
Insane.
And his first try, he tried it the weekend before he did it.
Yeah.
It was not Lobos, and he took 1 hit on like the second to last boss in the 3rd game.
Oh,
so imagine
nightmare.
that heartbreak. Imagine that.
That is-
I would throw my console through a wall. I don't know. I would
know.
never do that. Who has the patience to do that?
That is nuts. So yeah, big shout out to that person. I just can't. I don't have words.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Fortnite, the standard Founders Pack.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's my Owen Wilson.
No, it's good.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
You see
wow.
the
I was in Wedding
lightsaber meme
Crashers.
with the wows?
No, I haven't seen
You haven't
it.
seen that?
I'll have to look it up.
That Fortnite Battle Royale helps Fortnite.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
I think, Fortnite BR saved Fortnite. I think
Absolutely.
that their numbers were kind of dropping off when they released the BR mode, and I think it really saved it. But I think it encouraged a lot of people to pick up the Founders Pack and play the PvE, because the PvE is great. Like, it's a lot of fun. They're adding as much content into that as they are in BR. They added the hoverboard from Back to the Future. You can ride it through
Ooh,
PvE
that's
now.
like one of your favorite movies, or
It's
is
like
it?
in my top 5.
Oh, nice.
I love Back to the Future.
Playing some Fortnite
Ooh.
at PAX East. We talked about that.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. Should we? Probably
Ooh.
not. We've teased it. We've teased it. We got some
we might-
exciting stuff coming in the world of
Yeah.
Fortnite with Mixer. So
Exactly.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned, but I won't be there.
At PAX East.
Stay tuned at PAX East. Yeah, so we basically just talked about 90% of what's on there.
I'll be living vicariously through you guys through
no
my
one watches
computer
the
screen.
show anyway.
Don't say that, Ethan.
No one on our team. I meant no one on our team. You know, Josh is just tweeting away. You do,
enough.
Tabs.
Anyway, number 1 for top paid games on the Microsoft Store is, of course, it is
PUBG.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Recently passed 5 million.
right?
So there's that's right. And so there's a free cosmetic item. You get a nice little like letter jacket. With
It's a
the number
Letterman's jacket.
5.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. And we might be playing that after the show today, because we haven't played it in quite a long time. So we'll see.
In a while.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Weapons.
But they've done a lot of overhaul in that game.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of
For
changes.
Xbox or
Yeah,
for-
I was playing it. I played it for the first time in weeks, like on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I was impressed with the frame rate alone. Like, it was a lot better.
So there's a new update that I believe is coming out tomorrow that got certified. It is mostly stability, so it's not a content drop. But follow.
Still.
I forget what his name is. But Nico, he's the guy who kind of helps from the Microsoft end with that game, and he's
Yeah.
really good with the community. You can, I don't know his Twitter handle, but if you find him, you can follow him, and he updates you on all the updates and stuff like that. Updates you on the updates. That's what you get from me. Top 5. Let's.
Microsoft
It's when he goes
He is
off
Microsoft.
script.
He works here.
What's he do?
He's the I forget his
Nico.
title, but he's specifically in charge of communications between Xbox and Bluehole and
Yeah. So he's in Mixer chat a lot. We should get him on the
yeah.
show.
He was
That's
on
a
Inside
big problem.
Xbox.
Look at that.
He's on Inside Xbox. That's right. For the first time ever, we are going to give you the top 5 for Nintendo Switch bestsellers. First time ever. Mm-hmm. And the eShop.
It's going to be pretty guessable, if that's a word.
That's not a word.
It's
but
not.
It's fine.
Number
It's a word now.
Thank you. Number 5, it's Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. What?
Only one of the highest rated games of all time.
Game of the year by like almost every
Almost everybody.
company naming
Yeah.
it, or every
You still-
company that does a Game of the
Sure.
Year
And
show.
you still don't have a Switch, my friend.
I know, I'm picking one up before East. Like, it's
Ooh.
a five or 6 hour flight to Boston from
Yeah.
here. Got to get that Switch.
Gotta get it.
Got to get that Switch. So I'm excited. I'm just waiting for a cool deal.
Okay. Good luck with that one. A slick deal.
A slick deal, excuse me.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Slick.
And go
number
ahead.
4, it's another big franchise. It's Super Mario Odyssey.
Boom. Also another phenomenal game.
Yeah, Switch had a pretty big year last year.
I'd say
and-
the best. I'd say they probably killed
Really?
it. I think they won last year. Oh, man, I don't know. Think about
don't
it.
know.
PUBG did do well.
PUBG did do well,
Mm-hmm.
and what I will say is, you know, they took some years off from the Wii U, so they had time.
They had some time. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair
you know.
enough. But they don't
You can only play
win
Star
very
Fox
often, man.
so-
We can
so
give
long.
them a year. You know, they don't win often.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. They are neighbors. We're in fact like their campus is almost like in the center
it's like
of
right
Microsoft
there,
campus. Yeah, it's a stone's throw away.
It is.
Who says that? I don't know. Number 3, Splatoon 2.
Boom. If you like hitting your friends with paint, Splatoon 2.
That's right. Man, you are a great pitcher for a game.
Thank you.
Not pitcher, not like a pitcher.
Yeah,
You're
I got
someone
it.
who pitches.
Yeah, like hey, you want to buy this game?
Yeah, exactly. You're very
You like
good.
paint? You like Home Depot? Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2 is for you. But yeah, this game, obviously, huge game, specifically because, you know, you just want to play with your friends, you got a little fun, little innocent, tiny little game.
Yeah, one of the few games that has multiplayer on the Switch, but it's people love it, man. I've never played the Splatoon games, but I remember seeing the original announced, and it's definitely like a really cool, unique idea.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. So there's Splatoon. Number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition.
This is really what I want to Switch for.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned, of course.
It's
That's what
hung,
it sounds like. That's
it's
what it
hung
sounds
in the
like.
music.
It's very good.
That was good.
What I'll say is that I had this game before I sold my Switch, but that's neither here nor there. I had this game, and yes, it does. You mentioned this on the show before. It has many of the maps from
Every game.
yesteryear, from all the previous Mario
including
Karts.
redone versions like the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo maps.
That's right, and
really cool.
the best Mario Kart track of all time, Rainbow Road.
I
don't know if that's what it sounds like.
What?
It might not be accurate, but what I'll say is the remakes are not as good. They're not as long. Rainbow Road used to take like 7 minutes to complete.
Yeah.
This one takes like 2.
Well, there's 2 Rainbow Roads in this one.
Oh, is there?
There are 2.
There are. Is there,
So
are
maybe
there?
you're thinking of a different song. Bro.
Okay.
There's 3? There's 3 Rainbow Road. Excuse us.
Jeez.
We should do a top 5 Rainbow Road maps.
Oh, yeah, we'll have 2 missing spots because that's how math works. Number 1 for top Switch bestsellers is Kirby Stars Allies.
Brand new, right? This came out pretty recently.
Okay.
So yeah, obviously it makes sense that it's topping the charts, but they're just pulling out the A-list actors, video game characters.
There you go, your top 5 Nintendo Switch games. Now, before we go into our top 5 list for this week, we want to know from you what we should cover next week. We have top 5 wacky sport games.
We also have top 5 arcade racers.
And we have top 5 JRPGs, or Japanese role-playing games
Yes,
for the
good call out.
uninformed.
Good call out.
All right, so last time you voted for a list, and it's the top 5 zombie games of all time. I couldn't quite see what was in
Oh,
the
it's
top.
fine.
I couldn't see the teleprompter.
Good list.
Number 5, I spit everywhere, is Dead Rising. Ooh. So we didn't pick one.
First off, you oohed yourself. I love it. You're like, first off, 5th, Dead Rising.
Well, I forgot Dead Rising. It wasn't for me. It was for the game.
Oh, it's for the game. Okay, I got you.
Jeez, Ethan.
I loved it.
Hurtful.
Yeah, Dead Rising 1 specifically, I think. I don't know, or we're
Yeah.
talking the whole series, but Dead Rising 1 was something special.
It was something special. And what it's like, so that was a game that came out within a year. It was almost like 6 months after the 360 launch. And the number of zombies that were on screen was like, at the time, it was
The biggest.
unheard of. It was crazy. And I think the premise of being stuck in the mall and being able to grab random weapons and beat the heck out of zombies
Yeah.
with, I think that was a really cool idea. And what you'll see from a lot of these games is the first game, we talked about this, impact versus, making the game better. The first game always has that impact of trying something new.
Yeah.
And this game that's what it brought. It brought like a huge zombie count and like
fresh take.
Yeah, new weapons and fun stuff.
Biggest complaint was the font size of subtitles. Do you remember that?
Very tiny.
What the hell?
I know, it's insane.
Yeah. Beyond that, it was amazing.
So you didn't get sick Zombex, was it?
I don't know.
Oh, there was a disease or the medicine in the game. I can't. What was the? Does anyone in chat remember the medicine? Zom something.
I don't know.
Zombrex? Was it Zombrex?
Let us know in chat.
Yeah, Zombrex. Yes,
Zombrex. There you
Zombrex
go.
is right.
Shout out to chat. You guys
nice
are.
job.
We wouldn't be able to get through the show without you.
On fire.
Hello, Bebsy.
Bubsy.
Number
What's going
4,
on, guys?
Resident Evil. You can speak to this one.
Yeah, Resident Evil. This is obviously, I think we put the first one up here, but like really the whole genre. Like Resident Evil changed the zombie genre forever.
Yeah.
And then they changed it again with Resident Evil 4, which was like probably one of the best games of that year,
Yeah.
if not the best.
It was a
and
huge GameCube title.
Yeah, unbelievably good game. And again, just completely revolutionizing the zombie genre.
Yeah.
And then again with 7. Like Resident Evil, take the good, take the bad. They've had some bad games in between, but
definitely.
they have always brought like Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7. They've always switched it up and come up with something amazing.
And and some people can be, sort of cynical and say Resident Evil 7 was what PT or Silent Hills was supposed to be. But they executed and they released their
fresh
games,
take.
and Silent Hills didn't. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, and if you like the Resident Evil formula, definitely recommend Evil Within because that guy, when he the original creator left to make those, and Evil Within 2 especially
Is it good?
Really
Very good.
good.
We
But
did
yeah,
fun.
but it's very, you can see that like they take a lot of liberties from Resident Evil.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could kind of see like how the guy created both of these games,
Yeah.
but it's really cool. Highly recommend
It
it.
is pretty cool.
Yep. Moving on to number 3, we just talked about it.
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
So this game had some parkour elements. It had a day-night cycle.
Yeah.
Where at night the zombies were a bit more ravenous.
Yeah, scary.
Smart word of the day.
Red eyes too.
Did they have red eyes?
Yeah, you can see their eyes.
It's very, very terrifying. I don't play zombie games.
Oh,
like
this one was great because it's co-op.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like to play, just solo. I'm a solo player. For the most part.
Is that just because you don't want to play with me?
Crap. Left 4 Dead. Number 2, Left 4 Dead.
Oh, baby. So this is the same thing, Left 4 Dead 1 or 2. I think we actually argument got a little heated in the office or in the meeting. A little, because we were fighting over which one was better, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I said 1. A lot of people in the room said 2. So we'll leave it up to you, chat, whatever you think. But we wanted to grab, I think when we say Left 4 Dead, both of them.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they're both pretty short games overall, but great maps, funny characters, interesting dialogue.
Absolutely.
Again, Left 4 Dead 1 was a game changer. It was so different.
Good.
It was just awesome.
Insane. And when you heard the witch, you knew stuff was about to go down.
The witch was so scary.
That's one of the first gaming moments where I genuinely got scared when I heard that noise. And what I will say, I love the presentation of presenting it like a movie. And then after you finish the whole campaign, it shows you the credit styles of who died the most, who died the least.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It was so cool.
And they were all movie posters,
exactly.
which is such a nice touch.
Very good.
And then the cutscenes, Valve does one thing amazing. Well, they do a lot of things amazing, but one of their best things is their cinematics are always cool. Their videos, their trailers, and the intro to Left 4 Dead was no different. They're so good.
And apparently they're going to start making games again. That's what they said last week.
Oh, we'll see.
They'll just make puzzle games and
none of the trilogies we want, but
such trolls. Number 1 for top zombie game of all time, and you guys may argue about this. It's The Last of Us.
Boom. Yeah. So once again, we had a whole fight of are they zombies? Are they infected? What? Blah 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 blah.
Ed is not happy about the number 1.
Yeah, you walked out of here so mad. But let's be honest. Last of Us, whether you consider them zombies or not, is the Citizen Kane of video games. I don't know that there's a better story in a game. I think maybe BioShock comes closest. Last of Us is a national treasure.
It's insane. It's very much what's that game by what's the game? Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
That's another game just like this one where I didn't have a PlayStation, but the game from what I saw was so good that I was willing to sit down on the couch and watch my friend play through the entire game because it's just the story it was so damn good.
Yeah, it's so damn good.
So damn good.
I agree with you 100%. But yeah, so there's already arguments in chat that Last of Us wasn't zombies, but it was hard to decide because technically, Resident Evil, I don't think they're technically zombies. They're they're infected. They have the T virus, the Y virus, Las Plagas.
Yeah.
We're getting too granular. So I think you're affected. You're pretty much zombies, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I just want to give a huge shout out to State of Decay because I work here, and so I don't want them to destroy me when I leave this office. But I think by itself, it's still a great zombie game.
Oh, State of Decay?
Yeah, State of Decay.
State of Decay was amazing. Can't wait for the second one, man. It is going to be awesome.
May 22nd? Yeah, it's going to be so good. And the game looks beautiful. I saw the trailer last year, and it looked like State of Decay, but then I saw the gameplay that was released last week, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was, and it looks great. It looks very good.
Honestly, I'd probably put that at number 6. I think that just barely misses the list.
Yeah.
State of Decay was...
So good.
Yeah. And we do have an honorable mention in Call of Duty World at War Nazi Zombies. Obviously, the zombie genre for Call of Duty has been a huge hit, but it all started with World at War. And we also learned that this came out within 6 months of Left 4 Dead 1.
Ooh.
Didn't we look that up? Was it 6 months?
I think we looked it up. They both came out in 2008. And so it's very close because it's very interesting to see 2 developers have the same kind of thought process behind a game mode or a full game in Left 4 Dead's case. And so, it's very interesting that both of them were thinking the same thing of having this horde mode type game with zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
It was 6 days?
6 days. What were we talking about?
Oh, the difference between Left 4 Dead and...
No, maybe it was 6 days.
Maybe
it was 6 days.
Crazy.
I can't remember. It was very recent. You guys should look it up because it's amazing how close they were to one another.
That's right.
But yeah, definitely deserves the honorable mention because that sparked a genre. We wouldn't have Nazi zombies the way they are now without that game. And when that came out, it was awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, let's see what we're going to be covering next week. Tabs.
JRPG.
Dip.
Is that a fact, or did you not look at the results?
JRPG.
All right. Thank you, Tara.
Tab slipped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Dip.
All right, so JRPGs, it should be interesting.
That's gonna be an interesting list because once again, that's just there's a lot of JRPGs out there,
and a lot of good ones, and so none of them I've played, but
we're gonna have to limit some Final Fantasy on there. Oh man, there's not enough top 5 JRPGs. That's gonna be a hard one.
It's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. All right, so now it's time for the most romantic part of the show, where we open our hearts and let the love shine across Mixer. It's time for 3 streams to watch. Cue that music. I'm sure it's playing. I can't hear it because I took my earpiece out. Also, I had to burp halfway through that, so my voice got deeper and deeper as I stifled in a burp. I know that's very, very sensual. Let's kick things off with So Chill. Man, your dance move's on point.
I don't think that's true. Go ahead.
Mixer streamer So Chill wishes to welcome you to his meme-tastic gaming experience. As his name implies, So Chill seeks to create a community where those that feel outcasts or like they have nowhere to belong can relax and be themselves, all while having fun and sharing a few in-game jokes along the way. You can catch him streaming Tuesday through Saturday from 3 p.m. Pacific to 7 p.m. Pacific every week. Be sure to give him a follow at mixer.com/SoChill.
And there is an exclamation point at the end. Is that true? I don't think that's true.
No, that's not.
Is that in the prompter?
I think I was
couldn't tell.
supposed to emote more excitement, which is not in me.
All right, moving on, guys. I'll take the next one. We have Level Crush. Mixer channel Level Crush is a conglomeration. What is that word? Conglomeration. All right.
Somebody wrote these.
All right. He's a conglomeration of streamers who come together to offer streaming experience comprised of fun, great entertainment, and community involvement. They typically play multiplayer games, but occasionally stray into single-player content if the mood strikes. Ooh. If you're on the hunt for good company and awesome gameplay, you can't go wrong with the Level Crush stream team. You can catch Gabe, Victor, M, Sam, Kenny, and Brian streaming at a variety of games, so be sure to follow them on mixer.com/levelcrush to get notified when they go live next.
All right, and last up we have Deathvale. Mixer streamer Deathvale is a self-described streaming underdog, but that's not going to slow him down. Deathvale is a professional musician, podcaster, audio engineer by day, and a streamer by night, armed with a deep love of video games, death metal, Mexican food, and his three-legged bulldog, Penelope. That is absolutely precious. He typically streams role-playing games, first-person shooters, and horror games, and make no mistake, his stream is definitely 18+, as he is a self-described potty mouth. But if you're looking for a fun time and a unique mixer streamer, then Deathvale is your guy. He usually streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Pacific time, with occasional bonus streams. So be sure to follow him at mixer.com/Deathvale to make sure you never miss a stream. And those were 3 streams to watch. That was bad because I went to reach for my mic and it was not on this side.
It was on that side.
I feel like I always do this. That's weird.
Good. No, that's good. Yeah, we struggled over words. I've never heard conglomeration as a positive. I've only ever heard as like the media conglomerate known as whatever.
Yeah, it threw us off.
Yeah. So totally threw me off. Also, I can't pronounce words with more than 2 syllables. It's good for our teleprompter people to know.
Yeah,
that's 5. Are you kidding me? I'm not in college.
Who do you think we are? Albert Einstein or
Seriously.
something? Oh, crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so that's a thing.
Oh, yeah. So, Malik, you've been busy lately. What have you been working on?
Xbox MVP Summit.
Yeah, I know. You've been stressing about this like crazy, but I want to know what is the MVP Summit?
Okay, I haven't practiced this. I've never had to talk about this on camera. Anyway, Xbox MVPs. These are a group of diverse gamers who are doing some amazing things within the Xbox community. Literally, they're putting together charities, they're streaming, they're podcasting, they're doing all the great things in the name of Xbox. So what we have them do every year is we fly them out. Actually, we don't fly them out. We invite them to Redmond. And we put them up in a hotel, and it's just 3 days of them meeting some of the internal teams here at Xbox. So this year, they're going to get to speak with Phil Spencer. They're going to get to speak with a bunch of awesome names and kind of get sort of an insight into what's coming in Xbox, and they are able to give feedback. One of the things that they've changed is they've actually altered the Elite controller. The form of the Elite controller at the beginning is not how it was when it released, or it changed because of them. Yeah, so they're privy to a lot of good news.
Yeah, and they get to offer a lot of input. And stuff like that too.
Yeah, and so they have these sessions, and Mixer's presented to them before as well.
Yeah. Actually, that was the first time I met your team. Was like I had to give a presentation on Beam at the time, and it was like That was my first meeting that I hosted for Microsoft, and like as a member of Microsoft, and I was terrified, soaked,
just
like and I was like,
hey guys, I'm Ethan. I'm with Beam. You probably haven't heard of us.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah, and so the Xbox MVP Summit is happening next week, and so everyone who works with me has heard me complain over and over about how stressed I am. It's my first year running it.
Yeah.
I just want it to be good.
Yeah.
I just want them to like me.
It's gonna be
I just
good.
want people to like me.
You
That's all
like
I want.
me.
I want
You
your
really
approval,
like
Dad.
You're going to be great, man. You're working hard. Because you work so hard, it shows you care, and that's all that matters, baby.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, but I won't have hair by the end of this. Luckily, it's next week, so it's coming up very soon.
Yeah.
So what I will say is that tune in next week because we might have a few MVPs on the show.
That'd be
maybe.
awesome. That'd be awesome if we could make it happen.
That would be pretty
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
We'll also have them on mixer.com/Xbox next week at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And so I don't know who's going to be there. Details to be determined.
Yeah.
Honestly, lots of things are still not set, and it's next week. So
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less, Malik.
that's damn.
Just kidding.
gotta
It
say.
sounds like it's gonna be awesome, man. But like honestly, I think you give yourself, you're too hard on yourself. It's
Yeah.
gonna be rad, and it was super fun last year. And like those guys, they're nothing but positive. Like all they want to do is talk
Yeah.
about Xbox. You know?
Yeah,
It'll
and
be a
it's
good
great.
time.
So shout out to my Xbox MVPs. Also, maybe it will be awesome, or maybe it'll be terrible, and you need a new co-host because I get fired. We'll see. Tune in next week to find out what happens.
Yeah. Will you be on next episode? Find out on the
Yeah,
next
you
episode.
know why now if I'm not. Anyway, another week, another Mixer Ultimate Gaming Challenge.
Yes, if you guys haven't heard of this, it's the show we've been talking about every week. Mixer UGC is a weekly show hosted by Charlie, Rachel, and Benny Central, and each week they take on a new gaming challenge.
Now, last week they took on the extremely difficult platformer Super Meat Boy. Let's take a look at some of these highlights.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ultimate Gaming Channel live on. I said channel again. It's the challenge. This is Sean Young, everybody. Say hi,
I'm Sean Joseph Young. I wasn't in Blade Runner. Hello. Hello.
So we need to get 7 bandages,
Yeah.
and we have to get them without dying in each level.
Oh, bandage.
Oh wait, no, I got it. Now I need to get to the top. Have you got it?
I got it.
How do you get that? The
Oh,
walls
what a jump.
disappear. Ah! Okay, I did it.
Muffins are completely different where I'm from.
But we have found the next bandage. It's in this level. Come on, meaty. Did you get it? Oh, E. And you've got 3, and I've got 2. You've
Sorry.
just picked up a 4.
No.
Oh, do it. Oh my! Yep.
I'm having such a good time with my new best friend Sean.
Like that, and then we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go there.
Oh, no, I
See?
just-
Ah, I got it! Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Double check that one. That was definitely 6. Right.
7.
No.
7.
On all accounts, stop. So I lost. I have to do the forfeit, which means I have to be shocked.
I'm eating the bean.
Oh, that's all
You
right.
shock
then.
yourself. I'll eat a bean.
If all of them were good flavours. Oh, that's not a good face, is it?
Um.
Hit the start button, Sean.
Oh.
Oh, shh! Honey iced tea. I will be here next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Will Billy be back? I'm just eating.
Oh, I'm glad they have to do that stuff on their show and not ours.
Yeah, but we should do some of that stuff on our
You
show.
want to like eat a jalapeno if you lose it to me
Yeah.
at a video game?
I'm willing to do that just on the off chance that you lose, and then you have to do it. That
Okay.
would be very entertaining.
I will throw up on camera, but that's neither here nor there. Now,
Sure.
this show will be live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. GMT, or for those stateside, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Is that still true with daylight savings? I feel like it's 1 hour later, but I could be wrong.
Oof,
Is
you're
it-
asking
can
a
anyone
tough question.
confirm?
Somebody confirm. In any case, you can check those beautiful people out at mixer.com/mixerugc and make sure you give them a follow so you never miss a challenge.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
It is gonna be
It's a
good.
lot of fun. Those guys are better at games.
Yeah, and they're really entertaining, and they have British accents. Sorry,
great hair.
That was really bad. And great hair.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of them, but you know what? They're not Malithan.
Aw.
Do you remember?
Malithan.
But let's see. Do you remember our special handshake that we made last week? No, you're wrong.
Am I already wrong? It's this. Oh, it's this.
this,
Okay,
yeah.
so for whatever reason, I thought you went under and I went above, but I was
Oh,
close.
okay.
All right, one more
Close
time.
enough.
One more time.
All right. We'll
Too
work on it.
early? One more
Yeah, one more time. There you go. So again, if you see Ethan at PAX, do that incredibly weird handshake because it's just odd. But
Yeah.
then again, so is the show.
But don't worry, I'll have my hand sanitizer, so I'll do it with you guys.
There you go. Oh, maybe we should add a lick hand first and then do
Oh,
it.
like real bros. I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
That's a good.
yeah.
That's a
No,
good call.
No, it's not.
Thank you guys so much for putting up with us this week. I know it's been a weird show, but we appreciate you guys hanging out and tuning in every week.
Yeah, give us a follow, please, because I just want to see the follower go up. Next episode, I want to end the show with 7,000 followers.
Yes.
So I don't know what you need to do. Maybe you
what?
need to pay somebody off, but you need to get somebody. We need to get. Never mind.
You want to get 400? Oh, hey, we went up by. I can't even do the math because it's going up so fast.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for following everybody. Just follow.
So obviously, if you follow us, you get a notification whenever we go live. You get a couple emotes that you can use site-wide. And be sure to check out every episode of Tips and Tricks. It's every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
That's right. And if you'd like, you can check out a show about esports. It's our sister show, This Week in Esports, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yep. It's pretty good. Pretty good from time to time.
Sure, we'll say that.
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll
That's
be
one
nice.
way to describe it.
But guys, please don't go anywhere. Stay right here because Malik and I, we were talking about the updates with PUBG. We haven't played it much. I got a craving, bro. You want to try some?
I got a craving for some chicken dinner. I'm calling it right now.
All right.
We're getting a chicken dinner. I say it every time, and for the most part, it's been wrong.
Crap.
But we're going to get another one.
All right, so we're going to be playing some Sea of Thieves after this with you guys.
PUBG.
We're going to have open lobbies, so be
We're
sure to
gonna
come
play PUBG.
hang out. I'll make. Did I say Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves? PUBG. We're playing PUBG
Yeah.
with you guys. It's because I was looking at all the Sea of Thieves stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be playing PUBG with you guys. That's squads. Please carry us to victory. We need your help. We're going to be hosting from this channel, or you can go to mixer.com/mixerlfg. We'll see you there.